Welcome to today's resilience training. Today's topic is divine right action, and the mantra for today is I follow the path of right action. I'll say that again. I follow the path of right action. And the reading from Louise Hay's book, Heart Thoughts, is wherever you go and whoever you meet, you will find your own love, and your highest good is waiting for you. In the infinity of life, where you are, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Knowing that you are one with the Source and that you follow the path of right action, you are on principle at all times. You choose your thoughts to be in alignment with all that is for your highest good and greatest joy. Your quality of life reflects this state. You love life. You love yourself. You are safe at all times. All is well in your world. And although this may not ring true for you right now, perhaps in this moment where you are in your journey, wherever that may be on your path, it certainly was not true for me in the beginning of my sobriety in the early years. I can say that in all honesty, this has not been true for me until recently. This part about you love life, you love yourself, you are safe at all times, all is well in your world. And this may seem even impossible to attain, but I believe that this truly starts through the process of learning to love ourselves. I believe that, and this is my belief, I believe, you don't have to believe what I believe, but this is what I believe. I believe that we are on this planet, we are a part of this world with a purpose of learning to love ourselves. Because once we learn to love ourselves wholeheartedly, 100%, every aspect of ourselves, every little flaw, every imperfection, every mistake, once we're able to do that and love ourselves, we are truly able to love others, and we are truly starting to cultivate this mindset where we can experience contentment and joy. Not 24/7. I don't think that that's possible for any human being. Maybe if you're a monk, I don't know. I think monks even struggle and have their bad days. So I don't know that that's even humanly possible. But certainly following this path of right action is a start to achieving this. And this was a struggle for me and can still be a struggle for me depending upon what's happening in my life, but I'm getting much better at it. So in the beginning, my early sobriety, I remember hearing people say to me, KJ, just do the next right thing. And I remember thinking to myself, well, what if I don't know what that is? What if I have no idea what the next right action is? Because I had gotten to the point where I could not trust my decision making. I could not trust my thoughts, my choices, my actions. And so what I did is I identified people that I admired, people that had what I wanted, so to speak, in terms of the way in which they lived their lives, the way in which they treated other people, the way that they moved through their difficulties and their sobriety, for that matter. And I learned to reach out and seek advice from those people that I would call mentors, people that I had on my own designated as this is a person that I have come to trust to some degree, because trust was really hard in the beginning as well. Trust is still hard, and it's important to use discernment when making these decisions about who can I trust, because that's another one of those, what's the next right action? Who's the person that I can trust? So taking your time with that, watching people. This is especially true if you're engaging in recovery support meetings. I think it's especially true in any circumstance to watch people's behavior rather than listening to what they tell you, because there are a lot of people that can get up in front of a group of people at meetings or otherwise that can sound really good, but then they leave the meeting and they're not behaving in ways that really match what they're purporting, what they're saying to be true. So I learned this the hard way, like most of us do. And I started to look for and just observe people before I would seek their guidance, and listened and watched. And I started to develop this circle of women around me that I would ask when I didn't know what the next right action should be. And honestly, I truly believe that as long as the next right action is not picking up a drink or a drug, then everything else is eventually going to fall into place if you're willing to self-reflect, if you're willing to do the work to begin to heal all of those other issues that either were a result of your addiction or began way before you even picked up a drink or a drug. So the next right action, in my opinion, in the beginning, and continues to be for me, obviously, is not picking up that drink one day at a time. But over time, I've started to be able to trust my decision making, and I've taken the next right action in being kind to people. Am I perfect at that? No, not at all. I've made mistakes along the way. This is not a linear process, this recovery process, this healing process. It's not like we just continue to keep improving until we reach some, perfect goal. No, it's this constant evolving process of taking 3 steps forward and 1 step backward, 1 step forward and 2 steps backward. As long as you keep moving forward in terms of not picking up that drink or that drug, you are making progress, my friend. I promise you. So again, today's mantra is, I follow the path of right action. So that's it for today's resilience training. I wish you a very beautiful, blessed, and a sober day today. And I'll see you again in the next video.